So what the foundation? Have you guys heard of this foundation from Jones Road? I don't know what it is about me, but I must be a real sucker for advertising, because when they just put something in my feed over and over and over again, I resist for a while, but they finally always wear me down, and I usually cave, as I did in this case, and I bought it. They kept telling me that my life will never be the same if I don't buy it. So I had to find out, is it as incredibly fabulous as they keep saying it is? We're about to find out. So I'll tell you exactly what I think of it. I'll tell you exactly what they say about it, and then you be the judge. We'll put it on and we'll see what you think. We'll see if it's worth the really high price tag, because I mean, it's $46 for just a little over an ounce. So it better be good for that price. And before we get started, those of you who have been around since the beginning, maybe you want to stick around to the end, because I'm going to share with you some news. It's bad news. I have not shared it with you because I know I won't be able to tell you without crying. I probably still won't be able to, but I do have good news to counterbalance it. So I have both. Some bad news, but I have some really good news too. So if you're interested in that, yes, I'll just leave it till the end, because not everyone is interested in my personal life. And if you are new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Carolyn. I would love if you would join our super cool Older Gals gang. It's 1000% free. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and it has been said that when I get a thumbs up, angels sing in my heart. So to begin with, it's clean and it's cruelty free. So that's baseline, so we can start and go ahead from there. They have 16 different shades, so you should not have trouble finding the color that's right for you. They have a questionnaire that you can fill out, and that's supposed to help you find your right color. They also have a color breakdown chart, and that's how I picked out my color. I got the color beige, and it's perfect. So their claim to fame is that it's like a skincare foundation. They even say that you might not need to use moisturizer under it. So I didn't put any moisturizer on today. We're just gonna put it straight on my clean washed face. There's a very long list of ingredients that is in it. My ADD was not interested in reading all of those ingredients, so I just read the ones that they highlighted. It has sodium hyaluronate, which is supposed to be smaller than hyaluronic acid, so I'm assuming that means it penetrates into your skin easier. They say that it is a great humectant and that it restores suppleness and that it improves the appearance of dryness. They say it is very moisturizing and restoring against environmental stresses. So those are the highlights that I was able to retain. So let me show you what it looks like. It's in a jar, and that's not my personal favorite. I like a pump. I think it's cleaner. I think it's more sanitary. I think that it keeps the product better longer. So it's quite thick. Like, you can turn that upside down and it ain't going anywhere. They do say, you know, like Bobby, the one who owns or whatever, the Jones Road, she always is the one who does the advertising, and she says that it's just really natural. So it's makeup that's supposed to be for that person who just really likes that natural makeup look. I'm not that person, but when I go to the gym, I like that kind of makeup, so that's why it kept catching my attention. I like full-on glam makeup. That's me. I'm Carolyn Madrinkin. I like a lot of makeup, but I also like light makeup because I like to wear it to the gym or just days where, you know, I'm just bumming around. I just love makeup, but it doesn't give me the appearance that it's just a light sort of tint. It comes off looking like it's a full-on foundation. So another negative thing that I've heard about it is the scent. It has a little bit, I would say, like roses, but it doesn't bother me. It's not very strong, so I don't really, maybe I don't have a sensitive enough nose. If you're very sensitive to scents, it might bug you, but I don't smell it very strongly, and when I put it on, I don't smell it at all. It does not compete with my perfume or anything, so the scent is not a deal breaker for me at all. So when putting it on, you either would have to stick your fingers in there. I It's just not my jiggy. I don't like sticking my fingers in things. So I don't know. This came with some product I got one time. So I just pulled out this little spatula. So if you have a little spatula, you know, maybe you can use that. Or maybe you don't mind sticking your fingers in. But you gotta get it out somehow. And there's no pump, so you gotta do one or the other. So they give you 3 suggestions as to how you could use it. You could use your fingers. I'm not really a big fan of using my fingers, but I could try that on one side of my face. Of course, they say a sponge. I don't love using a sponge, or their brush. So their brush is like another 50 bucks. I'm not really interested in purchasing their brush to give it a try. So maybe I will just use my own brush on one side and maybe my fingers on the other side. We'll see which one works better. So I'm just gonna take some out with my spatula. They also say that you hardly need any. Well, I took a ton, so let me just put maybe half of that on there. Put the rest back in. Well, there's something that makes the jar easy. It's easy to put back in, because if I squeeze too much out of a bottle, I can't squeeze it back in, can I? Okay, so let me just dab my brush in there and just try putting it on. Let me just try this one half of my face. So you can see the color match is really good. When I take it down my neck, it really does seem to blend in really well. I put it right over my ears. I did put a little bit of concealer under my eyes, so I don't need to go far up on my eyes. And I have eye makeup on. I mean, I find it goes on really, really easily. It feels really good on my skin. I think they're right about it feeling like skincare. It really does feel moisturizing. So as far as not using a lot, I used a lot. I used that whole amount that I had there just on half of my face. Maybe that's just me because I'm extra and I like a lot, but I felt like more is more. That, unfortunately, that is my philosophy in life way too often. But what do you think? Does it look good? It feels good on my skin. It feels moisturized. And I think it looks good. And I should say that my skin is mostly normal, but I would say normal to dry, because I'm usually doing some sort of treatment or product or something on my face that's gonna probably give me a little bit of dryness. So if I was gonna describe my skin type, I would say normal to dry. So it feels moisturizing, and I didn't put moisturizer before, and it really does feel really nice on my skin. So I like it. What do you guys think? How does it look? Does it look natural? I think it looks really natural. Okay, so let me put it on the other side of my face, and I'm gonna use my fingers. Let's see if that is any different. I used to always put my makeup on with my fingers when I was a teenager. That is how we did it back then. I don't like doing it now though. See, like, how am I supposed to get over my ear now? It's just so much easier with a brush. I mean, I don't find one works better than the other, except now I feel like I gotta go wash my hands, so that's kind of annoying. Okay, so I'll let you take a good look at it. I've got it on both sides, fingers, brush. I don't see a difference in the application. I think both worked well. I just didn't like having foundation fingers after. I had to go wash my hands. So that is how the foundation looks. So what do you guys think? Does it look natural? Leave it in the comments. What are your thoughts on this foundation? So I'm just gonna go put the rest of my makeup on, and we'll wrap this thing up. So here it is with all my makeup on. My opinion is that I love it. I really do. I've been using it for a week now. It holds up really well. It lasts me all day. I just think it looks good with full makeup. I think it looks good when I'm running out to the gym. It feels so moisturizing. I really don't have to put anything underneath it. I'll put like my, Retin-A, and I'll put like, skincare, but I really do feel like I don't have to use moisturizer when I'm using this foundation. So it does feel very much like skincare with really beautiful coverage and very natural looking. So I like it. I'm glad I bought into the hype, and I'm glad I gave it a try because I really do like it. Okay, so for those of you that stuck around to hear my bad/good news, I think you remember my sweet Penelope, my Maltese. She was my everything, and yes, I say it in the past tense because last July we lost her. We had to say goodbye to her. Her last year of life was really hard. I mean, she had Alzheimer's, and anyways, that's why I didn't want to tell you. But 3 days ago, are you ready? This came into our lives. I mean, we've been waiting for her since the day she was born. I found an incredible breeder. She actually is local. Penelope, we had to fly in to get her. We just had to drive, about 20 minutes to get her. And her name is Portia. And she weighs 1 pound, 3 ounces, but she's only 8 weeks old, so she will get bigger. She won't get real big, but she will get bigger. And no, I do not keep this bow in her hair. That bow is there just for you guys. And she is so sweet. I mean, I can't even tell you what a sweet and good little girl she is. She is learning how to go potty on her potty. Oh, what was that? Learning how to go potty on our potty bed. But I'll tell you what, getting a puppy, that's like having a newborn. And any day now, I'm going to become a grandmother. So I just kind of feel like I'm too old to be a new mommy. But I'm going to be a new mom and a new grandma all within a few days of each other. So yes, I'm exhausted because yes, last night she decided she wanted to play at 1 in the morning, and that was not fun, was it? So she is a lot of work, but that's just because she's a baby, and it's gonna get better. So I just wanted to show you this sweet little girl who has become a member of our family. So say hi, Portia, say hi. And now you can say bye. Tell them how much you love them because you love everybody. Love you guys so much. Have a fabulous day. Bye.